Okay, so today in the audience I have Bree, Cedriana, and Amari. She's behind the camera. So today I will be speaking about poverty over the globe. Did you know the poverty rate in 2018 is 12.3%, which is over 39.7 million Americans living in poverty? Not only does America deal with this, but many foreign countries suffer from it as well. What causes people to live in poverty? Though there are quite a few reasons of the cause of poverty, this situation may bring misery, pain, courage, and bravery into these people's lives. My first point would be the misery living in poverty. One of the major causes in poverty would be inadequate access to clean water and nutritious foods. The Policy Studies Journal states that poor Americans were people who lack education and skill, who have bad health and poor housing. These two things, food and water, are the most important factors in life. We need to eat a good amount of food and drink water to get the same energy throughout our bodies. Think of these people that are in poverty, that wants to get up and work, that wants to get up and start their day, but can't do so because of the lack of energy and strength they have from not consuming the proper meal or drink. For example, in Haiti, the communities are eating mud cake and mud cookies because they are deprived of food. Without nutritious food and clean water, that's when people start to experience illnesses such as diarrhea or become malnutrition. I'm sure this can bring a great misery in their families' lives. In addition to what I just explained, distance has a huge impact as well. So say if the community did have access to clean water, since it would be located far away from the poor area, these people will have to travel far distances away from home just to get some water. Now that I have established the first point, let's proceed to courage and bravery of poverty. Another major cause of poverty would be the conflict within these communities. Some of these countries deal with a lot of terrorist attacks or bombing. This affects the many families that's living in the communities greatly. In Syria, the violence has destroyed infrastructure, so this is causing households or people in general to flee away from home just for survival. And since they're running away from home, they're leaving behind a lot of valuable things. It may be food, money, but most importantly, they've lost shelter. In my opinion, I find this extremely brave to do because there's no telling when the next violent outbreak may happen in these type of countries. Finally, reaching to the last main point, the pain and poverty. The lack of infrastructure is also a great cause in poverty as well. Due to climate changes, these flash floods, hurricanes, earthquakes, and heavy rains can destroy a community, especially if the community is poor. Of course, they will not be able to fix the damages that the weather has caused. So what happens is the roads will be wiped out due to the debris in the way of it. There is no way to get to places such as the store, to work, or even school. Now this brings more issues and pain into the communities. In places that are in poverty, it is already a lack of resources. There's not as many jobs as you think that are available. The children can't get an education and people can't go to the store because they have no way of getting there, which will cause them to eventually grow hungry. In these poor areas, it's hard for them to recover from tragedies like this. This is why there are charities made to help these situations. In conclusion, poverty affects a large amount of people around the world in ways that is so bad it could lead to death due to lack of resources. Inadequate access to clean water and nutritious foods can bring misery amongst those who want to work but don't have the strength and energy to do so. Conflict in community and poverty can cause bravery and courage due to the constant violence they must deal with. Lastly, the lack of infrastructure brings pain into the community. Around the globe, about 735.9 million people have lived in poverty.